All right, hopefully without the controversies.
I hope not. So far, so good.
Good. Well, let's move ahead and talk about some budget issues. The state has seen 31 straight months of declining sales tax revenues. How has Sumner County fared in this economy, and how optimistic are you about the future?
Well, let me first of all say that I'm very optimistic about Sumner County's future. We've got a lot of components coming together. We've got a great transportation system now that's going to be working out that enables our county to grow economically, and I'm very excited about that. We have fared much better than the state. The state right now is about $1.5 billion out of balance. Sumner County, we have balanced our budget. Having said that, we have some challenges, and I'll go into that in a minute. First of all, we're down in areas, we're up in other areas. Prime example, sales tax numbers have come in. For December, we were up over '07. We had the best December sales tax in record. Now, it wasn't a whole lot. It was about $30,000. However, with the economic times the way they are, that's a real plus. Now, we just got January's in. January's was $30,000 below 08's, and that was about 0.1% decrease. I would say overall, we are definitely going to match our revenue projections, but we are down a little in sales tax, we're up in property tax, we're down in adequate facilities tax, we're up in ambulance fees, and wheel tax is up. So when you take and you combine all the numbers, we're going to meet revenue projections. Let me give you a little stat on how we're doing as far as property tax goes. And I'll have to put my glasses on for this. But this year, property tax total for the county was $81.9 million. The previous year, the total sales tax number for the county was $79.8 million. Collected so far this year, we've collected $75.3 million. We've collected 92% of the total sales tax available in the county. Last year at this time, we also collected 92%, but we were only $73.8 million. So see, we've grown over $1 million from the previous year. That's a good thing. Our economy continues to grow. One of the reasons it is growing to a certain extent because we are adding capacity. There's more retail stores that are moving into the county. Even though people are spending less, we're still really performing okay. And we were very conservative this year about our projections as far as revenues for the county. County General, I'd say overall, is in good shape. We're having to hold the line. We're not looking at raises for employees this year. We're trying to spend our money very wisely and not spend any more money than we have to. Unfortunately, well, no, I'm not going to say that, but for County General, we made necessary cuts last year. So this year, it's paying dividends because we are able to balance our budget. Unfortunately for our education system, the school budget, I've talked to board members and it looks like they're $8 million out of balance. Well, that's going to be tough on them because basically they're going to get the same amount of money as they did the year before, and they're going to have to make some tough decisions. But I would say, and I've talked to several board members, they're up to the task. They're trying to look at ways that they can reduce expenditures but not affect our educational system in Sumner County, which we all pride ourselves on. Education in Sumner County receives 85% of all the funding that we take in. That leaves County General to run on 15%, and that includes our Sheriff's Department, Highway Department, EMS, and all the other services that we provide. So it's a very tight budget, and I feel comfortable. We've got some good board members. They're going to do what they need to do to balance the budget in the school general fund.
Well, let's talk about unemployment rates for a little bit. Unemployment is at 9.5% nationally and 10.6% in Tennessee. How How do you think this affects Sumner County?
Well, it definitely affects Sumner County. I believe our last stat, we were at 9.6%. We were up a little. I think we had gotten down to like 9.3 right before the holidays when you had a lot of employment. And then, of course, after the holidays, these retail outlets are going to let extra help go because they don't need those, especially during the month of January, February, and March because things have slowed down some. But, you know, that kind of gives you an indication of where we are. We're doing a little bit better than some of the other areas of the county, of the state, as far as other counties. And, you know, we need to continue, and we are continuing to work together as far as the cities and the county goes to bring jobs into the county. It's a tough environment right now. There's manufacturing is really kind of challenged in our country right now, and so there's just not a lot of job creation in that sector. But we are doing well in the retail sector, and we're drawing more and more retailers into Sumner County because Sumner County is a good place to live. There's still some steady growth going on population-wise, and if you look at our demographics, we have a pretty good average mean income here in the county compared to a lot of counties. So I think that's part of it, and as we continue to expand our infrastructure in the county with better roads, I think it's going to make even that sector more conducive.
Here at Volunteer State, we have a very successful small business development center. The center's assisted dozens of startup companies throughout the county. How important do you think a center like that is to have in Sumner County?
Well, let me tell you, right now it's a godsend. You've got a lot of people out there, small businesses, who are really struggling. Costs are up, revenues are down. It's just, you know, government is indicative of everything else that goes on in our society. And when small businesses and individuals are having a hard time making ends meet, they don't spend money, so government has the same problem. But for small businesses, for people who have lost their jobs and deciding to go into a business, it's a great thing, and it's really, really helpful. I've got a group right now, actually it's the city of Westmoreland. They purchased a building, it's an old manufacturing building that they're turning into an agri-tourism center, and one of the first people they've signed up is the Reese brothers to hold their mule sale there. Now, that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but listen, mules are a big thing, and people use mules not like in recreation, it's commercial use. And so they have 5 sales a year. Now, your director is helping those folks come up with a business plan to make that work. They've already purchased the building. I'm excited. It will definitely have a positive effect for the local economy in Westmoreland because they've had some manufacturers move out of the country and move in other locations. And Charles has done an excellent job helping some of the city officials up there to give them an idea and a vision on how they can operate that and do it in a very business-like manner so they can be successful.
Will there be funds next year in next year's budget to help the center continue the operation?
Well, I can't tell you that. We are under a very tight budget. I know county employees will not be receiving raises. There's not going to be a lot of money available. I'll tell you this, I think the county commission has got a big challenge next year, or this coming year's budget. I believe we have always been very supportive of All-State. We will do what we can. If the money's available, I think it'll be a great thing. If the money's not available, then I wouldn't foresee us increasing taxes this coming budget year to fund anything additional if the available revenue is not there to do it.